Hello everybody, and welcome to the Vanguard of Light, and we're talking about goals, getting energetically aligned, and today we're going to be working on physical goals. Yes! And if you don't say yes, then you're in the right place, because you're going to have a physical body your entire life. So basically it's here to stay, and we want to have that joy, that connection to our physical body, and it's okay if you don't feel that right now. Or that's been a bane, that's always been a hassle, that's been a hardship for you. But that's okay, because we're going to be turning that around. Because whatever it is, you want to have a physical goal that you're aligned with, and then you're moving forward, you feel good about, that brings you joy, because you're going to have a physical body. And it does require some level of maintenance, and you want to have a joy around that. You want to be able to embrace this physical body, this physical existence, because it's a part of our, our spiritual evolution. And it can bring you so much joy by getting that managed and handled, just like all the different areas will bring you that. And it's like there's not one that you want to leave out, because that one is going to be the one that undermines all the others. So we don't want to leave it out. And I get if this is your wound one, this is the one with the wound, but that's why we're going to heal it. That's why we're going to do the actions to heal it. So first we're going to put our hand on our heart, that brings us that calm. We're going to do it right now. We're just doing it. Just follow along. Okay, hand over your heart, right? And we're going to start thinking about some of the physical goals, and seeing how clear. Do you have a specific physical goal? What kind of global of goals that you're looking to go after? Is that clear for you, or is it fuzzy? And if it's fuzzy, it's okay. We're going to look at that fuzziness, right? We're just going to use our heart. We're just going to send love to it, right? And we're going to let that, the power of your heart chakra, just start transforming that. Take the moment in this video right now. Just, think about that goal of okay. And with the intention of we're going to move forward in on that goal, or having it transform. That's going to be a loving response. It's going to feel good. It might not be that right now. Could have, used physical stuff to beat yourself up, right? And to push yourself or be harsh. And we're going to start unwinding that to where it's going to be joyous. And we don't have to do the work. We're just going to sit here, send love, kind of to that picture, to that construct, that thought, that feeling. That's your physical goal. Your number one physical goal. Okay, what you're going for. Just take that moment. Is it clear? Is it coming more into focus? Or maybe it's starting to transform to something else, right? Because we're going in a deeper intuitive sense to start transforming this, We're going to bring in source. We're bringing in, the universe, bringing in God to be okay, let's tune this up. What does this physical goal need to be that's going to be energetically aligned with me to where it's joyous? It's awesome. It brings me, happiness to be going for this. It's uplifting, as opposed to a checklist that I'm failing at, that it's not working. Because we're moving away from that. So we're doing it right now. Just thinking, send that love to that aspect of your life. Feeling the transformation. And just notice what shows up. And where is it? And you might not be able to do this for this long. On some of the wounded ones, when I first started this, it was whoa, okay. I was done in 5-10 minutes. 5-10 seconds. It was okay, I need to take a break. Because there's a big wound there. It's ooh, there's a big wound there. I wasn't paying attention to it. Ouch. Okay. But now we are. And it's not, it's a demand, it has to be this way. And it's a demand to have to be there. It's no, we're transforming this. We're taking away the demand part and getting back into being inspired, being led, being guided of oh yeah, that's where I wanted to get back to. But we're also not avoiding, of oh, it feels great to not pay attention. Sort of, until it becomes, the thing that pulls everything else down. And then it's not so fun. It's wow, all that work I did to all my other stuff got pulled down by this one I didn't pay attention to. Well, analogy of say, because we got 4 different areas, it's 4 wheels on your tire. 4 wheels on your car. or your truck. You know, how many flat tires do you need to stop you? You know what I mean? It's not like, well, all my tires have to be flat. It's like, no, I just get one of them and it's gonna pretty much stop the forward momentum. So we're gonna get all four in alignment. Today, we're just working on physical. And so we're just taking that moment, hand on our hearts, and just being with, okay, how does that picture change? Was it fuzzy and you just didn't have anything and maybe it's starting to get clearer? You know, was it really clear and it started to transform to something new? That's going to be more in alignment of who you really are and what you really want. So we're taking that moment, and you can feel free to come back to this as many times as you want. You can keep on tuning up that image. Keep on tuning up that goal. And what I like to do is always do this, like this is my goal, or something better, right? So don't replace it if it's not better. If it doesn't logically make sense, better. Or if it doesn't feel better, you know, it might feel better to just chuck it. You'd be like, well, this has always been a band, I'm just gonna chuck it. Well, that's not gonna necessarily work out better. So keep it, whatever you might have, while doing this process, and let it transform to it is something better. And it just keeps getting better, and it keeps getting more enjoyable, you know, more in alignment to who you really are, while you're just, you know, at peace with that process. So continue to do this. Get the new, and you can write it down of like, oh, wow, here is something I could possibly add. Here is some more clarity I have now around my physical goal. And we'll be jumping into the next category tomorrow. And until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.